Today's guest has come a long way from the UK. She began her work with full of dedication. This hard work is making her more workaholic. She is an actress, model, YouTuber, fashion designer, and right now she is in Nepal with a musical tour where she is leading the musical members as a production manager. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the gorgeous and talented Jemimatoms.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Itchya Karki and you're watching Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD. We have the gorgeous, beautiful and super talented Jemimatoms with us here today. So let's welcome her on the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. So Jemima, this is your first ever interview ever,
First
right?
ever TV interview.
I know, I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for choosing me to take this interview.
It's such a pleasure. I wouldn't have anyone else take it. So thank you.
First of all, you're so gorgeous. You're so
Oh,
beautiful.
thank you.
You're a model yourself. You have a degree in fashion designing, and right now you are managing the boys, which is
am.
J. Author. Oh my God, there's so many. Can you please name them for me? And
So we've got Jayota, Zagrai, Aizen, Kokoman, and Vijay.
Yep.
So I manage all of the boys, and they're all within the record label Metanoia, which is Jay Author's record label.
We actually interviewed him before, and he was like talking about Metano and how it started and all, and he was talking really good things about you. So, so you're the one who manages all these boys.
Yes.
And it's just 5 boys and you. I mean,
Yes.
How is that?
I mean, I always think that a group of men needs a strong female. Anyway. But it's just lovely. They are the nicest group of boys, and they really give me so much respect, and we all work together. I mean, there's no boss or anything. We all work together, and we all have the same goals and the same kind of attributes that really work well together, and everything we do as a team, and it's amazing. But sometimes I have to be a little bit bossy and they get a bit annoyed at me. You know, I'm like, come on guys, we have a flight at 6 a.m, get up. But they're like, oh no, I want to sleep. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'll count to 5, get up.
So you're kind of like the mother of the group.
I'm definitely a mom.
A mom.
Definitely.
So do you have a favorite child?
I love all my children. I can choose them from all my
If you
children.
had to, would you ever be able to?
I think the most like me is Jay.
Oh, okay.
And we're like very similar personality-wise, so I'd probably have to say like Jay, just because we're the same, but he's the one who annoys me the most.
Okay, all right.
He's the one who really gets on my nerves. So it's a very love-hate relationship.
All right.
But it's good. They're a pleasure. They're a pleasure to look after, and they're so talented. So it makes my job so much easier.
That's so nice. So tell me, how did you come to managing J. Author, like all the other boys, everybody?
Oh, to be completely honest with you, I fell into the whole industry by accident anyway. So I started off acting, and I did it as a favor to a friend, and it turned out to be this big movie, and I had no idea. And then I met Sega, and I did the vlogs, and then I started my own YouTube channel, and then the boys found me, and they were like, oh, come model for us for Dynavana. And I was like, yeah, like fun, whatever, let's go. And then we started hanging out, and Jay came up to me and was like, you know, I really like your work ethic. Come manage us. And I started managing just him, and then time happened, and now here I am, taking the boys on a world tour.
That's amazing. And to see you do that, it's absolutely amazing. And I just want to congratulate you on the 25K subscribers on
Thank you
YouTube.
so
That
much.
is
Thank
absolutely
you.
amazing.
It's mad to me. I mean, it's been about 2-3 months, and
Really?
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And
that
like,
is-
I don't know what to say. It's crazy.
Congratulations. I hope you hit 1 million very, very soon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fingers crossed. So, talking about like the boys you manage, being the mom of the group, so can you tell me a little bit about all the boys? Can you like tell me about each of their personalities?
So Jay is like the naughty child. He's the one we give a time out to the most. Zach is like the big brother. He's very relaxed, laid back. But then he'll come out with these like random jokes.
Yeah, okay.
It will be complete silence. He'll say nothing for 20 minutes, and then he'll come out with some stupid joke. Aizen's just this adorable, like stressy character, and he's lovely. And then Coco's this like really chilled out guy. Like he's crazy talented as well. They all are. It's like having a weird adopted group of children.
Yeah.
I feel like I've somehow adopted all these all these strange Nepalese boys out of nowhere, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's really amazing. And I know you're very invested in the Nepali culture, and to see someone not from Nepalese origin and to focus so much on Nepalese culture, the tradition, music, and that's absolutely amazing. So why are you so invested in the Nepalese culture?
So as a kid, I grew up where I lived is incredibly like Nepalese based, and I grew up around Gurkha, and I didn't really understand it. I just saw bits and bobs going on, and I had a bit of an idea, but nothing really solid, and it was really weird perceptions. And then completely by accident, I fell into the film industry, and I started acting with Nepali people, and I spent a lot of time with them, and then through that, I became friends with so many people who were, and I realized that there's just so much talent within this industry, and it's such a underrated industry, and I think that there is a place for me where I can help it be pushed more. I think I'm the only Gurini doing what I'm doing at the moment within the community, and I really want to bridge the gap between kind of, especially in England, between kind of Caucasian people and the Nepalese people. I think it's a really important topic, and I think that coming from a white English background, I have a different perception, a different view, but I just love it. I love the diversity and the culture and the food. Oh my god.
Momos?
Don't. Buff momos are
my
favorite thing in the world. I love them. But ever since I did Intimate with Nandama, I've just been obsessed with Nepali culture, the music, the food, like the dresses, everything, and I can't escape it now. It's part of who I am now.
That's amazing. It's like a pretty colorful culture, right?
There's just so much to it, and it's just so pretty, like so sparkly. Everything is so flavorful and colorful, and there's so much to it, and I want everyone to see. I think some of England has a misconception of Nepali culture or Asian culture in general. People are slightly uneducated, and I think they're missing out on so much good stuff by not being a part of it. And there's just so much to it, and the fusion between the two would be an incredible opportunity, and that's what I'm trying to do.
East versus West. I mean, meets West, not versus, meets West.
Yeah,
right?
they
Fusion,
come together, definitely.
That'd be absolutely amazing.
I mean, I want to do more films. I want to do a film where I play the lead girl and a Nepali boy plays the lead guy. I
want to do story kind of thing.
That's what I want to do.
Topic.
I want to fusion it, and I want it to be really I want to be part of the Nepali culture.
For our Nepalese directors, producers, if you're listening, you definitely want to do that. But before we move any further, we'll go for a very, very short break. Kahi pani najanu hola. Keep watching Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD. Hello and welcome back everyone. I'm your host Itchya Karki and you're watching Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD, and I'm here with the beautiful Jemimatoms. Hi. So Jemima, right before the break we were talking about how it is to manage 5 boys, being the mother of the group, and how you yourself are a model, a fashion designer, you have a degree in it, and now you're in Nepal. You are so invested in the culture and how you wanted to bridge the gap between Nepalese and British, Britishers. So tell me, what was that moment, like the trigger moment that made you feel like, okay, you know what, I need to give something back to the Nepalese community, which is it's something different. Like you said, you're the only Gorini who's been doing this. So what was that moment that made you feel this way?
So I think it was actually at Jay's house.
Okay.
I think we just hang out, and his mum is like the loveliest woman, and she would cook us food and really look after us. And I thought, like, she doesn't know me that well. She's taken me really into her home, and wherever I go with like these boys, everyone treats me like a didi or a baini. Like, I'm so well treated, and no one cares that like I'm young or like white or whatever. Everyone's just treated me like a sister, and I thought like the perception that I even had before I really got to know like the Nepali culture was so different, and it just shouldn't be that way. And there's so much love in there and acceptance, and I want everybody to see that, definitely. And just being part of something that I haven't grown up being a part of, but being so accepted so quickly, it's just really amazing, and I want everyone to see that.
That's such a sweet thought, and just to that really warms up my heart to hear this, and I feel really nice when someone not from obviously Nepal is doing so much for Nepal, and it's absolutely beautiful, and I'm so happy. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm really happy. And also, like, I mean, you also have a YouTube channel. Like, you were talking about a YouTube. Can you tell me what is your channel's name? And I know that you understand Nepali a bit. So when I was, I'm sure there are some comments that you probably read. So can you tell me more about that journey?
Yeah. So my YouTube is just jemimatoms. I actually started doing reaction videos.
Yeah.
I reacted on people like V10 and stuff like that, Unique Poet. Just because I would be hanging out and the boys would say, "Oh, have you heard this artist?" And I'd be like, "Oh no," and then they'd be like, "Oh, like they used to love to watch my reactions because it's so different for them to see someone else react." And then I started vlogging as well, and people for some reason are really interested in it. I don't know. It surprises me that people actually want to watch it. But yeah, and it suddenly hit 25K. It's gone crazy. And
I know.
I can't believe it. I can't believe people actually watch it.
Because you're so beautiful. Who wouldn't want to watch you?
That's so sweet.
So are we going to see more of your YouTube videos?
Definitely. So this whole Nepal tour will be on my YouTube. There'll be vlogs.
Oh, okay.
Every city.
All right.
Yeah. You get to see what me and the boys have been up to behind the scenes, because we spend every day all the time together, and it's so funny. So it'll be good for you guys to see what we get up to.
Definitely. Oh my God, I'm super excited. I want to see what happens, because I kind of know it, because obviously behind the scenes also we're doing something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be interesting to know.
So it's funny. It's funny. Like, these boys are so ridiculous. Spending all this time with them, you get to a point where you're like, I sometimes sit and I'm like, how did I get here? Like,
how did I get?
But
you wouldn't want it any other way.
I'm so happy. I couldn't be happier.
I know, like off camera, we were just talking about how you got an offer in Paris as well for your fashion degree and everything, and you didn't go there. So can you tell me more about that?
So I recently graduated in July, and I have a first class degree in fashion design, and it's something that I've been really passionate about since I was little. But during the last year of my degree, I did intermintu and I filmed it, and I was like, oh my God, I need to keep doing this. Like, I love this acting. I love the Nepali culture. I need to be a part of it. So I always have my degree, and I'm very happy with it. And I still work with clothing brands. I help design with a clothing brand called Panda Squad.
Okay.
So I'm a big part of that as well. And I'm meant to be in Paris doing all this stuff, but it's something that I can go back to. Fashion is always going to be there, but I feel like this is my time to make a difference for myself in my acting and modeling, and for the boys with their careers, and from the Nepali culture as well. I feel like this is the time to do it. So it was so much fun, getting to go to Paris Fashion Week and all these beautiful dresses and everything. But I'm happy I'm here.
So did you meet anybody, like any celebrities there in Paris?
Yeah, so I met Kylie Minogue, and she was super lovely. But we the company I work for used to dress a lot of people, so we'd ship these $100,000 dresses off.
Oh my goodness! All right.
I'd be holding this $100,000 dress, and I'd be walking through London thinking, "Oh my God, please no one rob me! I'm going to be in so much trouble." But it was super fun, and I love doing it, and I love my degree. But this is
your calling.
This is my calling. Acting is where I want to be right now, definitely.
So so then the next movie, would you want to rather act in Hollywood, or do you want to work in the Nepali film industry?
I'm actually really keen to work in the Nepali industry. I mean,
really?
Yeah, I really am. If Hollywood come calling, I won't say no.
Yeah.
But I think my focus at the moment is Nepali and Bollywood, definitely.
Oh, nice.
I just think there's something so different to it, and I just think there is a place definitely for me. I feel like there is somewhere for me in that industry, and I'm hoping to find my feet with it. So we'll see.
That's absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm super excited. Hope you get into Hollywood and
Thank
Bollywood
you.
and Hollywood. I mean, everywhere. And
all the Hollywood.
Yeah, all the Hollywood. And I really best of luck with that. So moving on, I'm managing the 5 boys we're talking about. Yeah. Every time we make. So what was your hardest moment, as a mother of the group, let's just say, what was your hardest moment? At that point you were just like, you know what, I cannot take this anymore. If you guys are not, straighten your stuff out.
I haven't got there yet.
Okay.
They're like brothers, so they'll bicker.
Yeah.
They'll be bickering, and I'm at the point where we're late or we have to go somewhere, and I work on UK, not Nepali time, so I'm very strict with my time, and it will get to a point where I'm like, boys, I start yelling. I'm going to count to 5.
Yeah.
Get out the hotel. Get out the door. I get very very mothery, but honestly, not hardest, but the proudest moment is seeing them all on stage. Like, it is honestly like watching my children like live their complete dreams, and them getting to do this tour is their dream, and getting to watch them fulfill it just is. I couldn't think of another job that I would rather do, because they're just so happy and it's so lovely. Although when they start to do things on stage I don't agree with, I'm a bit like, Like one of them took their top off the other day on stage, and I was like, put it back on. But no, it's so fun.
Who was it?
It was Coco Man. It was Coco Man. He has this amazing song called Freak, and it's a beautiful song.
Woo,
yeah.
Freak, okay.
I was like, no. I was like, Coco, back on.
So are we going to see that on tape?
Hopefully.
All
I
right.
mean, I don't think I want to see it again. But the girls will want to see it, definitely.
Okay, all right.
Definitely.
So definitely, thank you so much. So before we continue any further, I'm having so much fun. But before that, we'll go for a very, very short break. Kayo Pininodanola. Keep watching Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD. Hello everyone, I'm your host Itchya Karki and welcome back. I'm here with the gorgeous jemimatoms. So Jemima, before the break we were talking about how you're a mother of the group, you're managing these 5 people, you're also a model, you're acting, you're a fashion designer, you're like, what is it? You're everything. I mean, is there something you're not? I mean,
I'm not relaxing. I mean,
so
I don't know, yeah, I guess.
how do you get time to do all this?
You just have to find the time when you're passionate about it. It just
That is-
happens.
that
You
is-
make the time.
that
There's
is
no
so-
excuses. If you're passionate, you make the time.
So that is so true. So we are almost at the end of our show, I mean our segment. So before we leave, I would just like to ask some, because I know you're very passionate about acting and you do, if you could, you would obviously want to act in a Nepali movie and a Bollywood movie. So I just want to see your acting skills. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so I want you to act all the 5 guys that you you manage and tell me, so act about them and tell me about them so I can know. I know
Oh,
the
God.
audience can know a little bit personal,
Oh, okay.
references about them.
So Jay does this, in Dynavana, he does this thing where he like gives this like little smile, to the girls, and he's just like that. He's just like, yeah.
I'm the shit.
He's just like, yeah. And then Zach mainly does this thing where he's just like, yeah, like he gets his little
Jawline.
jawline out, yeah. And he's always like, come on, dude, what's good?
All right.
And then Aizen's way more like the pretty boy.
Yeah.
So he's always just kind of like this.
The cutie.
He's just kind of
Yeah.
like cute.
Yeah.
But, he's also super talented.
Uh-huh.
And, he's very humble about it, though.
Okay.
And then Coco is just this muscly ball of energy. And he just like plays his little guitar and like runs around. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to take my top off, but that's what he does,
Okay.
basically, yeah. But he's good. But I think Jay mainly is the one. He's does
Kind
all the
of-
faces.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the funny guy.
He's the funny guy.
He's the funny guy.
Yeah.
Is he like the Chandler of the group?
Oh my god. Yeah, he definitely is. I'm definitely a Monica.
Yeah. I would say that.
Yeah.
We don't have a
Any other girls?
Yeah. So well
Maybe
done.
Aizen can be Rachel. I don't know.
Oh yeah, true. I think if you, so do you ever plan on managing a girl as well, or is it just
100%. Yeah, and I definitely want to manage different talents, different genres, diversity, everything. So I think management isn't just about like one particular group, because the group share the same interests, but they are all very different in their respective styles and personalities. So I'm always looking to manage new people, definitely.
And like you said, you wanted to work in a Nepali movie industry. Can you speak Nepali?
I speak a little bit.
All right. So let's hear it. How about let's say you're auditioning for a role,
Okay.
and you just have to say something Nepali. Like, what would be the first thing you would do?
I'd be like, so to
You
me
have
Nepali,
to say it with the, like the masala.
essence,
Yeah, the essence of the Nepali.
To me,
movie.
Nepali is very romantic.
Very
So I'd be
romantic.
like, Timi Lamaya Garchu.
Oh my god, that's actually really good.
Thank you.
I hope we got that. We're gonna. Everybody's laughing behind you. That was. I need to hear some more.
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know.
Would you like, if you ever had a Nepali boyfriend? I don't know if you do. Maybe you do, or you don't. So if you had to talk to him in a very you have to ask something and you'd be really cutesy about it, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna call your Nepali boyfriend?
I'd be like, oh, Babu. Like,
Babu.
I'd be like, oh, Babu. I'd be like, Or like the other day, like I was like, oh, Babu, I was like, I can't remember the word now. Oh my God. I was like, Babu. I was like, Tauko dukyo.
That is so cute.
He was like, okay.
So, kind of already know it's Nepali. He's Nepali. Oh, okay. And he's here with you. All right. We already got that down. I'm just kidding. But anyways, Jemima, thank you so much for your time. And you are such a positive energy. And I hope you get to manage more and more wonderful talents.
Yeah.
And before you go, if you just want to look into the camera, talk to our audience, want to say something about yourself, the boys, anything that's coming up.
So, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support from me and all the boys. It's just amazing that having all these lovely fans out there. I love you, Nepal. I love Nepali culture. Thank you so much for accepting me and being part of it. I hope to do more films, manage more people, and hope to come back to Nepal really soon. I love it here. So much Maya. Yeah.
So much Maya. Thank you so much, Jemima.
Thank you.
That was the beautiful Jemima Toms. And if you like this episode and you want to see more, keep on watching Work Mania only on Yoho TV HD. And just in case you do forget to watch this episode on TV, we're also there on YouTube. Our YouTube handle is Work Mania, so do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.